All right, guys, what's going on? It's Chris with Tech Savvy Agent, and brought on a very special guest today. There's been a little bit of controversy today involving Facebook and one of the pages that I keep a close eye on. So I brought on Jonathan Rivera, who is actually the creator of the page that we're going to talk about. So, John, for the people over at Tech Savvy Agent that maybe don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us about the page that is in question.
Well, first off, I wanted to thank you, Chris, for taking the time out to even listen to this story because it's driving me nuts. I've been pulling my hair out all day. That's like getting a hat on. But the thing is, I'm Jonathan Rivera. I'm founder of the Official Real Estate Referral Group. We're just over about a year and a half old now. I've been moderating this group for a while. We have 47,000 plus fans. We have 1,400. I said 1,400. I could even give you an exact number. 1,419 referrals to date. Those are opportunities for agents in our community to get more business from other agents all around the world. And it is around the world. It's strange because, there's agents in Italy, there's agents everywhere. And what we had created was a messaging system, basically, through the use of a Facebook page to alert agents of referral opportunities, and then they would get together and both sides would make a deal. You got one side referring the deal, you got the other side getting the deal. We had people closing deals because of this page, and this was something I put my heart into because I got into Facebook a couple years ago, and there wasn't a lot of us out here. I'm sure you remember those days when nobody knew what the heck was going on. But it was to show the community that there was another way to connect. There was another way to do business. There was a way for an agent in Florida to connect with an agent in San Diego and say, hey, I can't handle this deal. Can you?
Right.
And now we both make money. So we created our own little economy there.
Sure.
And listen, with 47,000 members, the moderation job was not easy either. So I actually had staff that moderated the page. Anybody that goes to that page knows there was no spam because I blasted spammers up and down that wall, and then I got rid of them. So, I'm very protective of my community, and anybody could see that I was quite protective of what was happening there because we're defining a new way of doing business. We're defining a new way of communicating, and we're tearing down all the boundaries that we used to have. And today, I wake up and my page is gone.
So basically, and to kind of give a brief synopsis there, it's a Facebook page. All the realtors are on Facebook. I live in Orlando. I meet somebody that's moving to Jersey. Instead of going and spending a lot of time doing research and, obviously finding another agent, I'm just going to hop onto the page that you've created, say, hey, I got a couple. They're looking for this. And, you are generating legitimate business for people because I've seen, the people in your community literally saying thank you and, appreciating the community that you've built for them. So the concept is that you wake up this morning, just like I do every day. I check Tech Savvy Agent's Facebook page, right away. And you went to log in and you're saying that it just wasn't there. The page was gone. So tell us a little bit about, how that made you feel. And then also, why is it gone? What led up to it being taken away? And then what has Facebook done as far as communicating with you, some of the reasons?
Yes, so let's start out with Facebook communication.
Okay.
Communication, Facebook, zero warning. That's fine. It's their platform, and I understand that. But here's the thing. I've been in communication with NAR, the National Association of Realtors. We've been discussing this. I've been talking to their trademark office, and there was an issue. I will admit I had an issue, and it was in the vanity URL.
Okay.
I had a screwed up vanity URL. It was Social Realtors, and it was before I knew that I couldn't put that on there. So I have been in contact with NAR back and forth. I've got a string of emails of everything I was doing to be in compliance. The only thing that we needed was to change that vanity URL. And here's the funny part about that. Rather than just change that URL or take away the vanity part or anything, they shut down the page. And I actually, and I have it in my inbox right now, I got an email from NAR's trademark person, Mary. She says, I have no problem with the page. Please reinstate the page. All we wanted is that he take that URL off of there.
Okay.
So just as easily as they terminated my page, took this resource away from our community, they could have just changed that URL and kept us going. I'm talking about business opportunities for people, good faith, a lot of community going on there. Just down the drain, and I spent 2 years building that thing. It wasn't easy. And
let me stop you for a second. So think about this, guys. You create a Facebook page. You go through like a setup wizard, right? And then once you have 25 fans, you can go to facebook.com/username, and you can name the ending whatever you want, right? So Jonathan chose Social Realtors, which he didn't realize he shouldn't have done. So that comes up a lot. The word realtor is trademarked. You can't use it in a million different ways, but there's very specifics about URLs. Now, if you go to facebook.com/social realtors, it's gone. Now, if John would have gone to GoDaddy and bought socialrealtors.com and NAR would have said, hey man, you got to turn that off, he could have. Because he could have just gone back in and bought a new domain name. But the point is, Facebook is so controlling that 2 years ago, this guy had a good idea to start a page. 2 years ago, you put in the domain for the ending, and now the page is completely gone, even though NAR has even emailed Facebook directly saying, hold on a second, we weren't looking to shut the guy's whole community down. We just need to change the domain to be NAR compliant. I mean, to me, that's a big deal because the time and effort and money and everything else that goes into this, medium, we got to figure out a way to get this fixed. So what are you doing right now, John? Because, I know I'd have been going crazy, but what do you do? Do you call 1-800-Facebook?
I wish there was an easy button, but I put out the feelers to my community. I'm trying to get in touch with anybody out there. And if there's somebody out there from Facebook watching right now, get in touch with me. Let me know who I can speak to because I want to be in compliance, but I can't get through the brick wall that is Facebook because I can't get through to a person. And if I can only get to someone that can actually help us, I guarantee you I can have a ton of people asking for the page back. Because they're missing it, they're emailing me already, and more will come. I'm talking about a big community of people that were there every single day looking for business that we were providing, free of charge.
Yeah, on a business page. That's the whole point. It's a business page. So, I think this is a kind of a big story, and I hate that, it even happened to you. But hopefully what will happen here is by us helping get the word out, we're looking for Mashable or CNN or TechCrunch to step up. There are not that many pages that were created by a non-brand, okay? So I'm not talking about like Nike or Tiger Woods, right? We're talking about somebody like us that had a good idea, actually put the hard work into executing it and maintaining it. And then to have it taken away, when you get a comment on a comment that you liked, you get a little notification, right? Red. Hey, John, somebody liked what you liked. They can't give you a notification that they're going to take away your whole community. That's where I'd probably be upset.
It's a little upsetting, and I've had some time to calm down. I had to go to the gym and work it out a little bit because I was fuming this morning, as you could tell from my update. It might even be a little embarrassing, but I let it out.
Yeah,
It's just a little freaking courtesy. Come on, it's a community. You didn't take away a page. You took away a community of people that were looking for this every day.
Right, and we know, they obviously make decisions based on what they want to do, but at the end of the day, NAR brought it to their attention, right? But NAR's goal was not to eliminate your page. It was to make sure the domain was compliant. So there has to be a button they can flip to turn this back on. And I really hope they do the right thing. And I hope a couple people pick up on this story. because I think it's a bigger deal than we're even realizing, because it's one thing with the privacy, but when you're talking about a business page, I don't always think of business as business. I think of it as like food on the table kind of deal, right? So it's a little scary. So any parting words, John, and we'll get this up and get this out there in the search engines?
Yeah, well, I want to say thank you to you, Chris, for picking up on this. Thank you for the support. And for everybody out there, if you made it this far through the interview, hit the share button, hit the like button, hit something. Let us know that you're out there and spread the word, and maybe we can bring this community back, because I know that we were helping people, and we can continue to do that with your help.
Sounds good. Thanks, John. We'll talk soon, man.